everyone. Today we are excited to share 3 of our top core exercises with you. So as a reminder, the core isn't just about the abs in the front. It includes the obliques on the side, the low back muscles, the pelvic floor, and the diaphragm, all working together to protect your spine and enhance your overall health and well-being.
One important point we wanted to make sure to include is that any exercise, when performed correctly, is a core exercise. So when we say performed properly, we mean that the lifter exercise starts with a diaphragmatic or belly breath to brace and bring tension to the core. So you gotta kind of pretend like if someone were about to punch you in the stomach, you'd kind of bring your ribs down, push your belly out, and brace for that. So exercises like the squat, deadlift, shoulder press, pull-ups, bent over rows, etc., basically all exercises are exercises that will work the core if you brace properly. So if you're ready, let's boost your strength and stability with the 3 exercises we have coming up next. Hey everyone, let's take a look at our first core exercise that we love, and this is the farmer's carry. Now remember, anytime we're picking up weight, putting weight down, we need to be very careful. That's when injuries typically happen. So Dr. Amanda is bracing her core, pushing that belly out, getting that diaphragm engaged, and coming up into the farmer's carry position. Now from here, a good starting point is to do this just standing, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your grip strength, depending on where you've progressed with your core strength. From there, you can move up to marching in place. So holding that weight steady, keeping the shoulders level, bringing the knees up, alternating one at a time, keeping that core engaged. And then from there, if you're feeling good with that and not very challenged with it, you can start going for a walk. We typically will walk about 50 meters or so, stop, take a break, and then we will do another 50 meters. We'll do that about 3 times. So that is the farmer's carry. Again, be careful putting the weight down and picking it up. All right, everybody, here's our second favorite core exercise, and that is the modified dead bug. Now, of course, this exercise can be modified to make it much harder. There's lots of progressions to it, but this is where we like to start people out at. So you're going to be laying down. We're going to start by bracing our core, pushing that belly out, lowering the diaphragm, lowering the rib cage down, and then we're going to bring legs and knees up into the air at about a 90-degree angle. This exercise does need to be slow and controlled. You could speed through it and not get any really core exercise with it at all. So having a nice controlled tempo will make this exercise much more challenging. So Dr. Amanda is going to start by lowering one heel down to the ground. Notice she's keeping her knee at that 90-degree angle. She's not straightening her leg. She's not bending at the knee to lower her foot down. She is letting it all come from the hip. So we're going to work through that. Typically we do about 10 per side, so 20 total alternating, and we'll do 2 sets of these daily.
But the key is if you do start feeling fatigued, which is common in the beginning, to stop and not power through to get to those 10 reps, because we don't want you to compensate and use other muscles.
That's right. So take a little breather, and if you can, come back and finish the set, but just kind of feel yourself out, listen to your body. Don't push yourself through if you feel like you're losing good form.
And remember to breathe.
And remember to breathe. All right, our final, third favorite core exercise is called the Pavlov press. This kind of helps us resist rotation, which will make us stronger in rotational sports, but it will also just help us with overall posture and core stability. So you can use a band for this. You can use a cable weight system at the gym. If you don't have a handle for your band, you can still just grab the bands to do this. And of course, the closer you are to the anchor point, the easier it will be. The further away, the harder it will be. So Dr. Amanda is going to get into an athletic position, slight bend in her knees. Notice the booty's back a little bit to be stable. Core is engaged, so we push the belly out and engage the diaphragm. And then she's going to have that cable right about chest height, and she's going to push her hands straight out, resisting the pull back to the anchor. And then she's going to come back to her chest. Nice and slow and controlled, doing about 10 of these. Then you switch and do the other side, and you'll do each side typically about 3 times. So those are our favorite 3 core exercises. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. 785-842-7325. We'd love to help you perform at your peak.